Hey friends, this is Lori from Cruising for Treasure. Thank you so much for joining us today. I just have a few sales that are going out the door today, and then I just wanted to discuss one little thing that's just been kind of frustrating me and see if maybe any of you others that are watching have had the same frustration. Okay, so here we go. The first item that I have going out on, I almost said on Starbucks, on eBay is a Starbucks tumbler. Okay, so this is a fairly sad story. I picked up a whole bunch of these, spent a ton of money on these, and they sell so slowly, and I'm super sad about that. Not this one specifically, a bunch of different Starbucks tumblers. Grande, venti, whatever. Studded, not studded. They sell so slowly. So I'm thankful that this one sold for $29.99 plus shipping. And so I picked them up from this thrift store for $8. So, I mean, I've already made my money back, so that's great, but I've had them in my store for over a year. And I'm just sad. But you know, I'm happy that one sold, but I'm sad because there's a lot that haven't sold that I really would like to sell. That would be amazing. Okay, and then this next sale is this guy. And so I figured out how my laptop here so I can look up exactly what I paid and where I got them from. This guy is Woody Woodpecker. He still has his tags on him. And he's from Universal Studios. He's pretty cute. This one is from Hollywood, Florida. And the tag actually says 1999. So he is vintage. And so I paid 25 cents for him. I've had him listed since October. And I got him in a lot from an auction. So, and actually now that I think about it, I think if you watched my video yesterday and you saw me with the Woolrich plush sheep lamb that sold for $55, this was from the same lot. So $20 and then $55 from one lot. And I paid 25 cents. So, yeah, $19.99 out the door, plus shipping. Gotta love it. And I paid 25 cents. So, now I will say, I do find it quite hilarious that when I finally decided to pare down my plush category, all of a sudden I'm starting to sell all these things. I don't know what it is. It's one of those weird, quirky things that happens. It's just so strange. But I am definitely very selective in what I pick up with the plush because they can, like, as you get more and more, it just takes up so much space, and they can be long tail. So I don't have that much room unless you're making me. If they all sold for $55, that would be amazing. But alas and alack, they do not. Okay. We actually showed this in one of our pickup and coffee shows. Which if you haven't watched one of those, you should watch them. I source a lot from online auctions, and typically Saturdays are the pickup days. And so, my husband and I we go to the pickup, we get all the stuff, we chit chat along the way. Sometimes we're goofy, sometimes we're boring, you know, and we always stop for coffee somewhere. And at the end, I sometimes will do a mini haul. Well, I showed this in the haul of what we had gotten. It's an Orvis belt bag or shoulder bag, like a crossbody type thing for when you're fly fishing. It's in tremendous shape. Like, it was used, but not very much at all. Really in good condition. It sold for $18. And you know what? I don't remember what I said I paid for this. I think I did pay about $4. Let's see, $3. Okay, so that's not too bad. And I have had it listed only since December 4th. So that's pretty good. And actually, so that it came in a lot with 2 other backpacks, and I've already sold one of the backpacks, so I only have one left. So that's not bad. I like quick flips. Quick flips are really good. Let's see. The last thing, and this was actually a Poshmark sale. So Poshmark is just such a conundrum to me. I have shared my closet more this year than I ever have, and my sales are worse. I don't get it. Anyway, this brand, this is a Bolo brand actually, which I'm sure you know if you've been reselling for any amount of time, but maybe you don't. It's Barefoot Dreams. I have never seen though, little baby booties. What in the world? They're so cute. They are, I just can't even with how adorable these things are. So cute. I saw these, okay. Let me look it up, because one thing that I do, because I have so many things that pass through my hands on a daily basis, I just forget where they came from and how much I paid. So I have actually looked up in the past things that I've told you a certain price, and then I've looked up and I'd be like, I lied. I didn't pay that much. I paid more or I paid less. Okay, so this came from Savers, and I paid $2.75, and it sold on Poshmark for $17. Great, right? So that's a pretty good return on investment for 2 little pairs of tiny baby booties. They're so adorable. Anyway, so that's the sale that's going, the one and only sale that's going out on Poshmark, baby booties. Okay, so the thing that I was going to discuss with you and see if anybody agrees is eBay's search broken? Here has been my experience recently. Now, not consistently, like it feels like in the last month or 2 months specifically, it has gotten worse. To the point where when I'm researching an item to try and find comps, it will bring back thousands of results. The vast majority are not what I'm searching for. So then when I sort it by solds, sometimes it'll even just show 0 solds. Other times it will be an hopefully accurate representation of just what sold. But then let's say the other day, I think it was about 7 solds. But then in my head, I'm thinking, okay, but it said that there were, 1,247 available and then only 7 sold. So then am I going to pick up that item at the thrift store? Probably not. But in reality, how many are actually available? Is it just fluffing up my search results with things that don't necessarily apply to what I'm searching for? So it really can make doing comps very complicated, very complicated, because it adds in so much unnecessary data to something where, to me, the less data, the better. Like, all I need to know is whatever I put in my search field, that's what I'm looking for. But for some reason, eBay has complicated that beyond all understanding, almost pulling, in my mind, here's what I think they did. I think they started to use, what are they called? Now that went out of my head. Item specifics to pull their searches from instead of the keywords that you put in your search. Using those to find it in the title as opposed to item specifics. So you know what I'm talking about. Item specifics where you have to say what character is on your t-shirt. What is the sleeve style? The length of sleeves. It's sleeveless. Fabric content. Fabric. Material. Like all of these different fields that we're supposed to be filling out as the seller that are just kind of, a lot of it is irrelevant information for someone searching. But now it seems to me that they are using those item specifics for the searches, for the search results, instead of pulling it from the seller's title on the item. What do you think? Are you having the same results, or am I just messing everything all up in my searching? And I have seen in the various Facebook groups that I'm in, I have seen people discussing this, so I know I'm not the only one. And a lot of people are having my exact experience. But it's weird because it's not always like that. Sometimes the search will be productive for me. And to me, in my mind, it seems like an accurate representation of how many might actually be available of a specific item. But it just kind of makes me pause and wonder how much I should trust the search results on eBay. And to add to that, if I'm having such a difficult time using the search, what are my buyers doing? What are your buyers doing? Are they putting in, let's say just for example, let's see, large Eddie Bauer black trench coat. How many search results are they getting back? And okay, let's just do that in our little search engine that we have here, eBay. Large Eddie Bauer black, what did I say, trench coat. Let's see what we have. So, oops, just checking on my thing. And of course now when I'm doing it, it pulls up 42 items, not thousands, as I had said before. But again, we have extra large, we have men's and women's, which is fine. And then when we narrow it down to sold items, oh, that's a good, so there's 12 results. So if you want to find a black Eddie Bauer trench coat, but again, it gives me like the different sizes. But that actually was a very good, so maybe they fixed it. Here we go. Let's try something else. What should I try? You know what? I'm gonna just do. This was the one that actually got me going in the first place because it was just so frustrating. I had gotten a Griswold pan and a cast iron pan, and I needed to research the exact pan to see how many are available and what I should price it at and how many had sold. So if you type in Griswold and then 704E pan, look at how many results come back. Can you see that? It says 1,100. There's 1,100. So somehow I'm supposed to believe that there are 1,100 plus Griswold 704E pans available on eBay. I guess it could happen. But then you start to look through and, oh, here's one it's a number 263. It's not even like a regular pan. It's some other kind of weird pan. A $6.99. Like the first 3 results are what I searched for, and then everything else is just not what I searched for. And then when you filter it by solds, look at that. There's 4. So in reality, how many are actually available on eBay and how many actually sold? 4 sold supposedly, and they are all 704E. So they know how to narrow that search down for the completed results, but for some reason it's not working when you're doing your initial search, which a buyer is looking at the initial search. And are they going to want to scroll through 1,100 listings, probably a good 90% of which are not even what they're looking for? So that's a problem in my mind. I don't know exactly how to fix it when you are working on, when you're watching all the videos and you're learning how can you be a successful eBay seller. And 9 times out of 10, what the YouTubers will say is all you need is good, crisp pictures and a good title with all the keywords. Well, okay, now I'm not so sure that that's half the battle. Now I'm just not sure. So comment below if you have any insight. Comment if you, I don't know, what your experience is, and maybe what we can be doing better in this. But personally, if a buyer wants a specific item and that's what they're putting in the search field, that should be what they get, right? They shouldn't have to tailor their search. They shouldn't have to go to the drop-down menu on the left-hand side and fix things and all of this. So comment below and let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all are having a great Christmas season, whether your kids are home yet, whether they're still in school. But thank you for taking the time to spend with me and watch my video. And hopefully we'll still be able to get one out tomorrow. We are leaving for a brief time tomorrow for a couple days, but I do still have to ship things out, so I should be able to get a video out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't yet, hit the like and the subscribe button. It really does help us out a lot. And until then, we will see you next time.